morning. I'm Jenny Button, and I've been a part of Storyline for a little over 2 years now. I'm also in charge of kindergarten through 8th grade in the Kid Court program. A couple months ago, Mike was telling me that he was doing this talk on Joseph and his life of affliction, and I asked him if I could share a part of my story as part of his talk. Joseph and I have a lot in common. We both grew up knowing about God. We both had older brothers, like Mike shared. He had 10 half-brothers. I have one, and I couldn't imagine having 10, so that's just crazy. Like Joseph, I have dreams, and I figured at this point in my life, I would be married with kids, and I knew that I wanted a youth ministry degree when I got out of college. What I wasn't expecting, though, was the pit that awaited me. After my freshman year of college, in a matter of months, my boyfriend broke up with me, my parents split, and my college roommate and best friend moved out. I take responsibility for the part that I played in the failed relationships that I had, but all of these people made decisions that affected me in a very painful way. Like Joseph, I found myself in a pit of affliction. Trying to smile all the time only works for so long. I was sinking deeper and deeper into a depression. I wasn't able to eat very much. I would wake up and immediately feel sadness that things had not worked out as I had dreamed. I wanted to be alone, yet I was lonely and wanted company. I knew that I wasn't fun to be around, and I talked to my mom a lot about my breakup with my boyfriend until the time she left my dad. I was so angry at her for leaving him, and I had so many perfect dreams for my family, my future, my relationships, but I hated to see my world crumbling. With each painful experience that I went through, I discovered that there were two choices to make: to get better or to get bitter. And that begins by looking at my own faith. I'm convinced that it was in this pit that Joseph found himself in that he began his own faith journey. No longer relying on his pleasant circumstances, his own dreams, or his parents' faith in God. When we're afflicted, we're forced to find God for ourselves. We all want to know what the future looks like and get really frustrated when we can't see it. As I look at Joseph's life, I see that he had no idea the plans that God had for his life. It's easy to look at his life right now, but think of all the questions and emotions that he wrestled with when he was in the pit and later when he ended up in jail. God was preparing him for greatness, but as he went through affliction, he didn't see the bigger picture. But broken dreams and affliction can help us focus on that bigger picture. I learned two things during my time of affliction: that God is good and that he is faithful. I'm 28 years old and still single, but I've had a lot of great experiences that I would not have been able to have had I been married with kids at this time. It took me about a year to forgive my mom for leaving my dad. I was in counseling during that time. Mike has also shared in previous talks that he sees a counselor, and I have too. It's not a sign of weakness. Life is hard sometimes, and we need someone else to help us process it. I see the blessings in my life that have happened despite my parents' divorce. My stepfamily on both sides is great. My parents are happier, and I also gained 2 brothers and a sister. My stepmom and her kids are Italian, and it has helped me to dream new dreams for my life. I've been to Italy twice, and have just fallen in love with the people there. I really want to be a missionary in Italy someday. I got my youth ministry degree, and my first college roommate is actually the reason I love middle school students. We volunteered at a church together, and she took the high school girls, and I took the middle school girls, and ever since then, I've just loved working with them. When she moved out, I got a new roommate, and she is now my best friend. Following Jesus is not easy. It will include pain and disappointment and even affliction. But it's worth it because we know who is there with us in our pit. If you'd like to share your story with me sometime, I'd love to hear it. Our pain may be different, but I assure you we're not the only ones who suffer. And the pain doesn't have to be the end of our story. Do you guys remember the kidnapping that happened in Cleveland, Ohio? Melissa Knight was 18 years old when she was abducted and held captive in a basement for over 10 years. She suffered loss of vision and has permanent muscle and joint damage from repeated beatings. This is a video she made recently about her affliction.
Thank you everyone for your love, support, and donations, which helped me build a brand new life. I just want everyone to know I'm doing just fine. I may have been through hell and back, but I am strong enough to walk through hell with a smile on my face and with my head held high and my feet firmly on the ground. Walking hand in hand with my best friend, I will not let the situation define who I am. I will define the situation. I don't want to be consumed by hatred. With that being said, we need to take a leap of faith and know that God is in control. We have been hurt by people, but we need to rely on God as being the judge. God has a plan for all of us. The plan that He gave me was to help others that have been in the same situations I have been in. To know that there's someone out there to lean on and to talk to. I'm in control of my own destiny with the guidance of God. I have no problem expressing how I feel inside. Be positive. Learn that it's important to give than to receive. Thank you for all your prayers. I'm looking forward to my brand new life. Thank you.
Join me in thanking Jenni for sharing with us. Really, I think